It's been so long since I have driven on to Digipen, and I have my little triangle hair. I need to get 2 things, and once I get those 2 things, maybe I'll start working on my thing. Yesterday was a C. It's not a laughing matter, but if I think about it, it's just something I'm trying to tell myself it's okay, but it's not at all. So when I need to be broken, I should be finishing up, so I don't feel my classes. So I can stop procrastinating. I was watching a car on the right, like we're in the merge lane. I'm like, maybe this is irritating. But, this might be wrong. I think I went early. I went too early on my thing. Oh no, I was too distracted. I'm kidding, no. That was okay. You know, I said to myself when I was trying to enter Digipen, I just went up. I just went past the turn lane. There's 2 turn lanes. There's like a left turn lane before, and then there's a turn lane to Digipen. So I just drove forward and past the dots. Anyhow, I got my 2 things that I decorated. Also, that wasn't Rosie's. That was Sasha. Okay, I was thinking about something else. But if anything, I was like, man, who's here at 8:30? Like when I was driving in here. And then Lord and behold, when I went up to the teen days, I didn't expect anyone. And I didn't see anyone's head like pop up. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna give my things a go. And then I see a little head in my spot. I'm like, oh, is this some rando? Like sitting specifically in my spot. And I'm like, I go closer and I'm like, it's Abby. And I'm like, oh, and no, it's Art Abby. And I'm like, what? I'm like, okay. And then she didn't notice me, and I turn around like, you're sitting in my spot. And it's like, oh, okay. And I thought it was Nisa's, and it's like, oh, Nisa's not coming back. I was complimenting on like Nisa's plant like being dead. But yeah, she was working on her portfolio assignment stuff, finish that. So I'm like, wow, that's kind of cool. And then plans for the project stuff and whatnot. And I mentioned like, hey, like people have been like leaving their stuff still, and I don't want to like leave it later on, so see you around, and then winter break. So that's all I did. But man, and then Sam sits next in Nisa's spot. That's crazy. But yeah, I need to now send my VA stuff. Otherwise, this would be my good luck charm to finish off stuff. I think that's what I just needed. And here's my gambling roulette wheel, which I found in lighting class. Memories. So let's finish strong, boys. Maybe I'm gonna get some food first, because I feel like when out last night, I felt like I needed to eat, but then I didn't eat, you know, like the gurgling and something. But I feel like it's partly like when you watch and you doom scroll and you burn that calories just in bed, and then you hear your stomach gargle like while you're supposed to go to bed, and it's like, that's real. That's real. That's just me. Okay, what did I get? I got McDonalds. You know, guess the drink. Dasani. I'm like, I don't know what I want to drink. With all the McDonald's drinks, the coffees particular for me, I'm not a fan of. Nor do I want a soda. I feel like a milk would feel like, and an orange juice would be like, So a water honestly tastes nice now. I got a big breakfast, steak, egg, cheese griddle, and a normal McGriddle. I don't know the difference between a normal griddle and a steak griddle. Maybe after I'm done recording this, I'm gonna be like, but it's a vibe. I'm going to try it out. One of them is a steak. Is this a steak? No, this is the normal sausage, cheese, egg. This one's no. Yeah, this one's the normal one.
Okay, I thought the wrapper would be different.
And then this is. Hold up. This is a normal one, I think. Yeah. Did I get ripped off? No, I don't know. Because I saw there was a steak one, and I'm like, huh, maybe this is the steak one. Yeah, no, this is the steak one. So then you get this with like onions. So I'm kind of intrigued. What? Okay, wait, I gotta. Whatever it is, whatever the steak is, it's soft. It is. I was like, whoa, is this a steak? It was like biting into a normal McGriddle. But with onions, a little bit of taste of onion, and then a flavor of steak. You know, there is a flavor of steak, and then there is tasting steak, or like the texture of steak. I'm like, if I close my eyes, I would imagine it was just like a perfume, like, and then it was steak, you know? But it's not like when you bite into it, and it's like, yeah, it's steak. I think I'm used to chewy steak. What would I rate it? Okay, let me eat the other meat. Let me eat you know, I'm doing micro bites here, I guess. Yeah, no, I didn't do that one. Gotta bite into this one. This is the normal McGriddle. Compared to the other McGriddle, to this McGriddle, the sausage aspect, that's like not Vienna sausage, but just like, you know, it's like a breakfast sausage in a patty that's pancaked in eggs. I think since I was vibing with that, I think that would be simply like a 9 out of 10 for me, because I'm like, I wanted to get like a McGriddle so bad. But if I had to compare it to the steak one's more subtle. It's like flavor profile than actually like biting into it. Like, I would even say still that the sausage part of the McGriddle, the normal one, is more like you close your eyes and it's like a patty sausage than the steak one. The steak one felt like it was soft, and I'm like, whoa, what is this? Like, my brain was trying to register if I was eating a steak or not. So I would rate it 8 out of 10. I feel like if I ate a lot of those, I feel like I would get jacked. But at the same time, I don't know. Again, I've never seen the steak McGriddle on like the McDonald's app, so it's one of those exclusive things. And then I got the big breakfast, which I'm gonna say it's like probably like without the pancakes. So I would say it's a solid 7. Like, it's just a 7. Water is a 10 out of 10. I don't know about like specific. I should do a ranking of water. This is where I've gone now. Okay, I'm gonna go to my apartment and actually do work. So if you don't see me, put my ranker here. Thing that I learned today is that when you're gone, people can take your spot, and the most unlikely people can take your spot, and you're like, wow. Like what he said. Oh, 10 out of 10. Okay, that look just now. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm like, wait, 10 out of 10. I felt like that didn't feel like it was artificial. But when I'm looking at the screen sometimes, I'm like, am I ending things artificially? Like, and then when I stop recording, do I look like, no, I think I'm just still this way. And I'm like, when are you gonna edit these? Okay, no, but yeah, I'm done. I just wanted to comment on that. So anytime I do that at the end, I really am trying to end the video. And then and I don't feel as bad ending the video. It's sort of like, I've done it. But then sometimes now and then when I do a video, when I end something, I'm sort of like, you're holding it on for too long. You're holding it on for too long. You are making it look like, that's just me. And then you're like, what was that? Like, what came out of me? I don't know. Yeah. Bye-bye. Okay, what I just want to note here, this is just for me. I have not done my homework, but I'm going to do my homework at some point, when the pressure happens. Like the noodles that I'm cooking right now, with the plates that I have right now. Besides the point. I'm thinking about my comic again, which is something redacted. I forgot what it was called. I don't have the book with me. But I was thinking about The Boy Who Wasted Time, which I was thinking about another comic, The Plot on Continuity. But the main thing, also, what time is it? It's 8:14 p.m. But what I'm thinking about that is the idea, it's sort of like an anime, comic, manga sort of situation where there's this guy who's supposed to be this prophesized hero, but then he wastes all of his time doing nothing because of that. And life moves on, and he has to live with that, even with the perks of these abilities, like passing by until life comes to him to seek that information. But then when I was thinking about that, I was thinking of my other comic, which I forgot what it was called. It's like jargon, something jargon. Context jargon, I think. And it's about similar to like Soul Eater, where you have like characters with like abilities, like a pencil and the utility of it. But I think each chapter to be about a different character. And the chapters themselves, whether or not they have specific long story arcs of characters, it's just that setup of, hey, like The Boy Who Wasted Time. The Boy Who Wasted Time can be part of like the foundation where like things keep moving forward. And then it's sort of like, okay, you get to know the character and then something happens. And then when that happens, we go into another character. And I think about that with like Master of None, where you do stick with a character for some amount of time and then you bounce it off with another character. So having that leeway of like understanding like the type of characters that you have, whether if it is like a Puffle, and you have this Puffle in chapter 1, and then the Puffle is about to see something, he opens the door, and then you see it, it's like, oh, like opens the door, and it's like, oh, and then it stops, and then we get to like chapter 2, and then we see like a marker, and then the marker is like walking, going about their life, and then they see something happen in like what happens to the character afterwards from an outside perspective. So then you're like, whoa, what's going on? And then it's just them like running about. And I think that type of storytelling, and it just only sticks with this character, it doesn't stick with the Puffle character. But with that type of storytelling, I think it's sort of driven via the world. And I want the world to feel alive in that capacity. And when that comes about as a thing, then I'm sort of like, okay, that would be really interesting and neat. Just me. gonna say bye. I'm gonna freak out. And then after I'm done freaking out, I'll be like, wow, how did I do it? And I'm like, I don't know. But yeah. Tomorrow. Okay, I look different. What do you mean? I have not eaten my spaghetti. The puffle is still here. But guess what? I finally locked in. It's 10:49. I got a drink. I walked. I'm craving the pastries. Thank you to Expedition versus Metaphor comparison video. Made me want to go out and eat a croissant. Also, I got this. I'm gonna make them. And hopefully it's cold. I vibe with it right now. But I was in the mental state. Still am in the mental state of actually working my thing out. It took that long. So sometimes I wrote down lock-in latency. I don't think I'm using that word right, but I just feel like a delay. A lock-in delay. Like it's now I'm like, oh, okay, we're in. I wish I had it before, so that's just me. Okay. Croissant check. It kind of looked burnt though. But it's kind of hot, but we got the bread. How can I get better lighting? Here's my better lighting. It looks like this, but then the inside. Yeet. Very, very good. Let me just eat this. What I expected. This is obviously like a little bit charred because I did it for. It said like over 375. Stop. And then at least 10 minutes to 13 minutes. I've only put it in for 5 minutes. Thanksgiving cookie. 7 out of 10, even for me, you know. 10, 7 or 8 out of 10. Yeah.